Okay, I'm trying to go over the piecewise defined function, and what I did, I graphed the function. So the first one is 2x plus 6. It's a straight line. It's going from -2 till 1. So this 6 is called the y-intercept. So I have a 6 here, y-intercept. The 2 is the slope. So I went rise 2 and run 1. So now I have 2 points that I can join for the line, but I want to stop at -2. So this here is -2. And as you see at -2, I have an empty circle because x cannot equal -2. And I have also an empty circle at x equals 1 and 8. So this is the first line. It's 2x plus 6. I drew the line 2x plus 6 between -2 and 1. And both the extreme or the end points are empty circles because x cannot equal -2 or x cannot equal 1. Then the next one is 5 if x equals 1. So at x equals 1, I have a point 5. So this point here is 1, 5. This point has coordinates 1, 5. And finally, I drew the line -2x plus 6, which at x equals 1, see it's greater than 1. At x equals 1, it would be -2 plus 6, it would be 4. So at x equals 1, I have a 1, 4. And also this is an empty circle because x does not equal to 1. It only equals to 1 at 5 here. And then I took another point, let's say x equals 2. At x equals 2, -4 plus 6 is 2. And I have another point here. And now I can join the line. This line will go all the way to plus infinity because x is greater than 1. So after I graph this line, I can look at the domain. And the minimum value of x here is -2. So to find the domain, I look at the minimum value of x, which is -2, and notice that -2 is empty circle because you cannot have -2. It's an empty circle. So I'm going to make a parentheses. Now moving to the right, I see that x can go all the way to plus infinity because this line will go up to plus infinity. There is no interruption here because at x equals 1, I have a value here for 5. So even though we have empty circles here, there is a point here. So this domain would be -2 plus infinity. Let's look at the range. To look at the range, I can look at the minimum value this way all the way down to minus infinity. Always we put parentheses with minus infinity. Always up to this point. And this point is 8 with an empty circle. And so the graph or the range will go from minus infinity because this line will go down to minus infinity up to this point here. This is the maximum value of y, which is 8. And that would cover part A. Let's go to part B now. Locate any intercept. The only intercept I have is this one, which is a 0, 6. We already found out this is the y-intercept for this line. I don't have y-intercept for this line because it starts here. I want to find this point. To find this point, I look at the equation y equals -2x plus 6, and I find the x-intercept by putting y equals 0. So here, replacing y by 0, I get 0 equals -2x plus 6. And so this implies x equals, move the 6 to the other side, it would be -6 over -2, which would be plus 3. So this point here is 3, 0. Is my x-intercept. So this is going to be my y-intercept, and my x-intercept is 3, 0. So I have 2 intercepts for this line. Find the range. So we already found the range. So this is part C. We already found the range. So we found the domain, the range, and the intercepts. Hope that helped. Good luck.